What's up, internets? Welcome to Marching into Madness. This one's called Movie Madness. So it's new to our feed. If you're listening to the audio version, you're listening to this on same-ish, different day. Don't worry, the podcast is still coming out regularly, and we do want to do it every week in the future, but we wanted to bring you some variety. So we wanted to reinvigorate our passion for watching movies and actually share that and hopefully do a little community based off of that. With us, we got our friend Panda here. Say hi, Panda.
How's it going, everyone?
Yeah, and he'll be just hanging out, and he's got things to come in the future. So stick around. Panda's gonna flex his movie knowledge elsewhere. And then Raza is here as always, even though he hates his existence while he participates in this. Say hi, Raza.
No.
Ew.
But so, as we said, we're looking to start off the new year by focusing on some fun movies as well as some serious movies. And just like we discuss things on our normal podcast, we want to take it serious, but also have a fun time. So if you're looking to think critically, but also enjoy some new artsy-fartsy stuff, stick around. And then now this is where I would put a commercial in if I had commercials. And I would do a big special effects and sounds and shit.
I feel like that's how it's going for most people.
Thank you.
It's also kind of jokes watching his brain work.
So, what we're hoping to do, though, is we're going to rotate it each episode. So every 2 weeks, we're going to have an episode, and one person picks the movie. We all go watch it. We come back with our opinions and share some of yours, the audience/community's opinions. Now, boys, we can get much more loosey-goosey how we select and who's going.
No, but yeah, Panda, take it away. This is your show now.
Oh god. All right. We're gonna watch there's the big spinning wheel where you can just put our names in, or
Okay. Raza Bayley Panda. We'll decide what your name is in the long term.
You and Wymon with your double personality.
I rolled it, and Panda's it. We got Panda. Panda is the selector. So that means, with our agreements, then me and Raza, quick, we have to do what we do best in improv. We need to figure out a theme for Panda to select from. How about okay, so it's springtime. Raza, what type of movies come out in spring?
Oh, dead of winter. What movies come out in spring? Like spring themed movie?
Yeah.
Movie?
We could do spring themed movies. We could do
what the themed movies?
and
okay.
we could do like something
Spring?
like that. Spring coming out.
What about seasonal? Like the
seasonal,
season,
that's what I mean.
a general one.
okay.
A general season one.
How about we start with a genre and that's it?
All right, deal.
All right. It's simple, easier to maneuver in. And you can do subgenres too. So if someone chooses horror, that means I can choose like a comedy horror, right?
Okay.
I mean, just throwing it out there, it leaves a broader selection.
Okay. No. I did.
Thriller comes to the top of my head. What do you want, Raza?
Scary movie for me.
Scary movie.
Like the like 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, you're talking about the comedy films.
Yeah.
So you want a good comedy horror? You want to start? I can agree with that. Let's start with a comedy horror.
Oh.
Again, like I know we're still figuring stuff out, but like I want you both to agree. I know this isn't like where I'm probably blowing it out of proportion a little bit, but
I get it because you want to keep it like nice and light to get the thing started off. So that's I think it's fair. We'll stick in there.
Well, let's do it that way then. So I guess you have to pick a friggin' comedy horror.
It's
Yeah.
I
fine.
think
Yeah.
that's okay. I think that is allowed.
Okay.
That type of that specific. You could go one. Well, like music. Like you could go one step of subgenre. We keep a 1 degree of separation
Okay.
allowed. How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. All right, perfect. This is how dumb people
I-
get their stuff together.
You sit in basements and you just yell at each other until something
bet-
good comes out.
Bailey, pick a new title. Do it.
New title for what?
I don't know. Anyways, what are we talking about today?
Just to clarify, go full podcast producer. So,
Sorry.
random name generator. We got Panda selected the movie. Me and Raza have selected comedy horror. So, Panda will select a film. And we can do it a little casually. In the next episodes when we record, we'll have it ready at the start so everyone can keep on board if you're listening and you can watch along with us. But I'm thinking for the end, I'll give you time. We'll just pop it in at the end of what movie we're going to do. Psych. We're not that disorganized. We were actually able to select a film, and what we picked was Promising Young Woman, a 2020 film by the director Emerald Fennel, starring Carey Mulligan and everybody's favorite white boy singer, Bo Burnham. If you want to tune in, we're doing these live streams for the next movie night on February 23rd, and the recorded episode will come out on February 27th. We want to know what you got to think, so come on, come tune in, come hang out, come give us the shit. See you soon.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Alright.
Yeah. The sky's the limit, babe.
All right, green screen me right now. I'm in space.
Yeah. Dude,
Don't
make
worry,
me do
I'll-
make me in Mars. Put me in Mars.
In Mars.
Inside of Mars.
In a Mars
Don't
bar.
worry, don't worry.
No.
I'll make us all look smart.
Inside
It's
the
my
planet.
job. I've been making Raza look smart for 3 years now. It's okay. I got this.
That's true. That's class. My parents always say when people have less than you, make sure you feel better by supporting them in any way.
Okay.
Panda over here.
Yeah, okay. And then just like all our other shows, on top of that, we'll be hanging out not too long, but we'll do a little Let's Chat session after and probably bring some fun content that we found on the interwebs throughout the week.
And in the future, I think we should probably choose all this beforehand so we can be prepared.
Hey, this is
No,
our first show.
yeah,
Panda.
don't worry.
Our first show.
Yeah.
This is our first-
Hey, listen, I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying.
Well, that first episode in, he's just like, guys, you're shit in the bed.
Cut. Back to start.
I'm not talking any of this. I can't. I thought you guys were professionals.
Woo! Movie editing magic applied. Bailey here. I wanted to come in with a quick reminder of all of the content we make here at Marching into Madness. Me and Raza, on a weekly basis, put out one episode of our podcast on Mondays. Interchangeably, if we're not doing the podcast, we have our movie club. So we're switching that every 2 weeks. We do our essays on our main YouTube channel. We have shorts and reels coming out every single day almost. And you can catch us playing video games together on Fridays. And finally, Bailey every Tuesday doing Antique Roadshow 2.0. You got a couple options. We're trying to bring you true variety content. So you want to tune in, stick around while we're in the growth phase. It'll pay off. We're going somewhere. Appreciate you. Say hi to Panda on the way back. Woo-doo. We're still podcasting, so right now, again, Bailey would slide in movie magic. I'll put in some sound effects here. But what we're doing now is just to fill in the slots. This is where we'd normally be talking about our opinions of the movies that we watched. So
Right.
We'll come in at you. We'll give you a spoiler-free synopsis. We'll tell you what movie we're watching. And then we come in, we give you each of our perspectives. So right now, instead, we wanted to talk about what we liked from this previous year. I keep fucking that up. Raza's going to be on my ass. I'm going to mess it up again this episode. But so from 2022, which is not this year, it is last year. Raza, give me your list of 20 films, rapid fire.
20 films. I was kidding about that. I put 3 down. What the fuck, man?
Listen, with how many movies Bailey watches, it doesn't matter, right? Because he's only going to have a limited amount. So if you
Yeah,
have 20, share them.
yeah.
Because
So
I've got 20.
none of them are anime, so you may not know these ones. There's no Cowboy Bebop in. So do I just say like
Or
individual
loosey
three
goosey,
move?
just yeah.
Okay.
You could always say, like, in no particular order.
Well, I did put them in order in my
Okay.
head. I really thought long and hard about
Then
this.
do that. Count it down to 1.
So I'm gonna start with the third one was the unbearable weight of massive talent. That's about Nick Cage.
Oh yeah.
That's the one where like him and Brendan Fraser are going through this weird career revitalization, and I'm all for it. But Nick Cage plays himself, an over embellished version of himself, and Pedro Pascal plays as a rich super fan who tells him to come over to his island and hang out with him, and then there's a plot to I think
Cool.
kidnap or murder him, and then see here Panda has
I haven't
the
seen it
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, you should
Still
you should
sealed.
definitely watch it. It's a cool movie. There's a scene where Nick Cage makes out with himself, a younger version of himself. No context there. Go have fun with that. It's a fun movie. It's just Nick Cage being Nick Cage, essentially. It's for about an hour and 30 minutes. The acting between Pedro Pascal and Nick Cage is actually very cool because he starts to like he's like the lower tier because it's like the mafia. He belongs to a mafia type thing, and he's on the lower tier of it. But he's just like he's still kind of dangerous, but not taken seriously. Dangerous, and the entire cast of that movie is like pretty much they all do their thing. They're all they're all important. They're all fun. Bring their own sort of flair to the script. And the next one, this is a separate move. So this is two. This is the second one. Was Prey.
Ooh, interesting
Uh,
choice.
I did that entire aesthetic. I think is so cool. Like the hunter being the hunted at that, and you're in the wilderness. It's just you and your wits, and this alien being is chasing you, and their entire culture is to hunt. So, as the trailer says, it knows how to hunt. I know how to survive. So it's literally like the the definition of that. And I like and the prey design was so cool. And the native setting allows it to open up to other sequels. They could pull an Assassin's Creed where they could go to different historical timelines like feudal Japan, uh Aztec time, or whatever. I go to
Medieval
Africa,
times.
medieval times and whatnot. And it's also cool how the story is built. It's just like it's this girl trying to prove herself, and she literally proves herself by killing this being from another planet and stuff. One shots them. Watch the movie; it's great. And then my favorite movie of last year. Last year, no surprise, at all. It was no, not Dune. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah.
That was I saw it again with my mom. She liked it. I had to get her to watch it because like sit down, you're fucking watching this masterpiece. I like how it's like 20 genres in once. That's my favorite thing. It's just you see the trailer, it's just like it looks like a sci-fi thing, but it's like it's a drama. It's inherently a drama, but it's also a martial arts movie. It's like
Comedy,
it's a comedy. It kind of has horror elements to it.
sci-fi.
Sci-fi. It's all of these things done well, and at the core of it is just like nothing really matters. And it also kind of like talks about how like the older generation is still coming to terms with the younger generation. So there's a lot of themes that don't necessarily go with each other, but go with each other, and the emotional payoff is great. I cried at the end of this movie.
Same.
Beautiful, beautiful work. It's like an art piece to me. All characters are their own. Like, her husband is like my second favorite character, and he's like such a good actor too. I forget his name now, but yeah,
It's Ken something.
Yeah,
Ki Hugh Wan.
Yeah, it's something that. But if you haven't watched that movie, please watch it. It's a treat. It's like, and it's surprising how it got big after it came out. Like people started.
Yeah, it took a while because it didn't have a big release campaign, and then they somehow got all the 40-year-old moms to go, and then it blew up.
Like Avatar.
Like Avatar. They got all the normies to go, and then it got massive. And I don't know what did it exactly. It was probably mentioned on Rogan or some shit, I bet you.
No, see, that's my number one film as well, and I'm not gonna tread too much on that, but it's A24. The Daniels filmed it, which are the same directors that did Swiss Army Man. Also a fantastic film, weird as hell.
Yeah.
Fart jokes and a dead body, and suggest it to anyone that wants something wacky.
There's a scene, Bailey. There's a scene in this movie where he's on a boat. He's on the dead body, and he's farting on the water as a propeller. Like it's his like
a jet ski.
Like a jet ski.
Yes, this I've been wanting to see this. That is on the list. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
It needs like a physical list.
I've got a book. And it will be a recurring thing with this whole thing. It's a phone book, so it's an address book, and I'm gonna alphabetically write down everything I need to watch.
Okay, good. Finally.
So what's the name of this Daniel Radcliffe film, my good friends?
Swiss Army Knife or Swiss Army Man.
Swiss Army Man. All right, it's going into the fucking book. But so segue off of the movies that you mentioned, Raza, I have a secondary list that I made with this. I made movies that I should have watched.
No, The Prey doesn't have giant anime titties. Okay, that's the Predator. There's none of that going on.
No, I just meant because I was lacking. I have a lacking list because I didn't watch a lot of movies this year. So I picked the 3 that I should have watched, and Everything Everywhere was at number 1. But definitely that. And then what I was surprised, Raza.
Really?
You didn't mention Tom Cruise's Top Gun.
Yeah, because it's you would be like, oh, it's fucking Raza. Obviously, it's Maverick. Whatever. I want to think outside the box. I was going to put Batman in here, but then I switched it with Prey.
Yeah. And then the other one I didn't watch it. I wanted to watch Bullet Train.
Ooh.
Oh, really? Bullet Train. Okay, yeah, watch that. Actually, it's surprisingly good. I went into it completely blind, and I was blown away.
Yeah, I only know a little bit about it, but I've seen a bunch of scenes, and I was like, this is my good mindless.
Prestige. It isn't like oh, Bailey, fucking, it's the best movie I've ever seen. No, it's good.
It's a fun time.
It's a ride. It's Bullet Train time.
I miss just a fun time in a film.
And half of the cast of Atlanta isn't it?
You're right. Zazie Beetz and
Paperboy.
Paperboy, yeah.
Yeah, I forget his name now.
Tangerine.
Tangerine, yeah.
Yeah, Tangerine.
I had to make a spin-off of those 2 characters.
And then Raza, I got one more critique. You missed. What about Morbs? The Morbs.
The Morbs, I saw half of that, so I can't really say it was my favorite movie. I really wanted it to make $1 billion, though. So.
That would have been hilarious.
That was legitimately probably one of the worst films I've watched in about 2 years, I would say.
Yeah?
It was pretty bad.
I can't, again, I just was really stoned one night, and I just watched it.
See, I was debating on making a top worst list, and surprisingly, that probably wouldn't have made it. It's a terrible movie, but it's just like a generic comic book movie that would have been out 20 years ago that everyone would have forgotten about, like Catwoman.
Yeah, but Jared Leto, right?
Yeah, more of in time.
It's Joker, man. He's fucking. He has to get his sexy ass back into comic book movie somehow.
It was just his acting was so weak because he was so committed to like the method acting,
Which
but
is
then he
so
also
you don't method act in a superhero movie. No,
and then he
sorry.
also wasn't acting his ass off because he was just trying to be a normal guy. So he's just like emo Jared Leto, like yeah, I gotta get more blood. I don't think you
Yeah.
understand. It's like, what are you doing, Jared? Why are you doing all this?
Please go back to like indie films because that's where you shine.
I know. Shit. But okay, sorry, Panda. What
You
were
know
your
what
top
movie
three?
I used to be in? Requiem of a Dream, man. All right,
Mr. Nobody.
Mr.
Yeah.
Nobody. That movie
Lord
is
of
weird.
War, bro.
Or that was good. That's another
Yeah.
Nick Cage one.
So Bailey, before I go on, were there 3 films that you watched in general over the last year
Yeah.
that you enjoyed?
Yeah, okay. So overall for the audio listeners, it's like, yeah, I've been lacking a bit, so that as I said with the theme, we're trying to get back into it. That's also for Bebe. I've been slow. I watched some stuff, I watched the stereotype stuff, and I really regret a couple of them. But that my top 3 that I liked is the one I'll give the stereotype is like number 1. It definitely wasn't my best. I don't think it was like technically it's not like, wow, this is the best movie I've ever fucking seen. But I'll put the Batman at number 1.
Okay.
Because this list for me it was inspiring off of like inspiring movies. I really enjoyed how the cinematography was, as well as like seeing such a refreshing take on something that was already so overplayed. As like a Gundam geek and anime geek, I can deal with using the same story structure, but I want to see what you can do with it. So that was very inspiring to me. And then number 2, I copied Raza, and Raza deserves all the credit because he pressured me into watching it. So it was Prey. That was also
That's
very
so
inspiring.
Wow.
You get pressure barely watching movies.
Because I enjoyed the practical effects, and it was very much like shot how I like. I like very like basic, still traditional style shots. It wasn't like big boom arm going across the fucking field. It's like no one establishing shot of the field, and then them close up, and then you might see the dude's tracks. It's not this huge extravaganza that's a $1 bajillion budget, and I really liked what they were able to do with it.
Yeah.
And then the third one, I
I
picked the
agree.
Mimi one. Huh?
I agree, Bailey.
Okay.
That play.
And also, just to cut in here, I think that's the key to reviving any sort of series of films that it's been some time, is make it smaller, do something smart, simple, right? Because again, Predator, instead of being like, all right, Predator's in New York City now, and he's going up against like the Ghostbusters. I don't know, but I like the simplistic take of like period piece, alien first hunt versus a human first
Honestly,
hunt.
like, sorry, Bailey. I understand this is your time. I was just saying this thing, but like for Prey, because before I watched Prey, I watched all of the I watched all the Predator movies, even the Alien versus Predator ones. It's such a weird transition. It's like the weirdest sort of transition for me as a movie watcher to go from the fucking jungle to the middle of downtown Los Angeles.
That's true.
So that in Predator 2, it lost all of its like tension because you're in a city. You could just shoot down the Predator with a plane.
Yeah, but if you don't have Predator 2, then you don't have the Predator running through some old lady's apartment and breaking her bathroom, okay? With Danny Glover chasing.
That movie, I understand it can't be. It was made in the 80s, but there's so many unnecessary deaths in that movie. So many.
More the merrier. That's all I'm gonna say.
For the sake of dying.
So many innocent people.
Isn't Gary Busey in that?
I think so.
Gary, no, it's it is Gary Busey.
Yeah, he's the partner, right? Anyways, Bailey, what's your number 3 or number 1?
Well, number three. It's also me, and Raza's gonna hate it, but it was cool. I loved it. I saw the Dragon Ball movie, the Dragon Ball superhero. That shit was great. I loved it. It was made by the original guy Toriyama, who made the original Dragon Ball shit. He came back to make this was the movie he had as a script in his drawers. So it was really fun and like childlike and goofy, but you got the same old Dragon Ball anime, big boom boom fight, and it's all about Gohan. Everyone loves Gohan. Everyone was waiting for Gohan to get his power up moment, and same with Piccolo. So Piccolo is finally as strong as the other guys now because he turns orange.
Spoiler alert.
I just want to say we had 6 people watching the stream, and then when Bailey mentioned Dragon Ball Z, we had 5.
Well, that's the rest of my opinion, anyways, Raza, because I don't have other things cool to say. I just enjoyed the application of like modern 3D animation with 2D animation, how they were able to combine it to make the perspective look very good and the depth was useful. And then they brought in like modern tropes in a funny way. Like Piccolo was trying to use FaceTime the entire time, and he doesn't know how to use a phone. And it was like a whole bit that he was trying to FaceTime everyone.
Hashtag relatable.
Yeah.
So I plan on watching that movie actually. And again, don't hate Raza. You're gonna cut out the anime community if you do that.
You're right. Oh no, I'll cut out the anime community. What
Only
will I
like
do?
46% of the planet.
Yeah.
46% of the planet needs to be bullied.
But yeah, the biggest concern I heard about that movie was the use of different animation. So it's nice to hear that it worked.
They did it very well. It was impressive how well it was. You can see why it takes a lot of time though, compared to a lot of the 3D animation that comes out on like Netflix.
Right.
It still looks stiff and weird and blocky, like Dragon Princey. But in this one, they took the time to like cell shade the outside of the borders, so it was like 3D with 2D. They were taking the time to do the outlines and shit, so it really blended very nicely.
Right. All right,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
turn.
Yes, it is.
So I've actually been playing a bingo game over here with all the movies you guys have listed.
Oh.
So I'm not going to focus too much on most of these, but so my number one was Everything Everywhere All at Once, and then I had the Batman. And these really don't go in any order. Bullet Train, Prey, Top Gun Maverick, and then I had the new Hellraiser. Got a lot of hate. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
It's technically not a remake or reboot. I guess it's a reboot because the franchise has been quiet for a while, but horror fans, if you like Hellraiser, which is some obscure gore porn, elevated but not A24 level horror, I suggest it.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of elevated, pretentious A24 horror, Men is disturbing and has so many metaphors, and it's an uncomfortable watch, but I suggest it for people that aren't looking for jump scares. And there's weird visuals, but I wouldn't call it gore. It might be worse than gore. So there's that.
Oh, it's like, okay, so it's A24, right?
Yeah, A24.
Okay, so it is going to be weird. Okay, that's all you need to know. If it's A24, it is automatically weird.
Okay, moving on, Scream 5.
Yeah.
The two directors of Ready or Not, which might be the movie that I'm going to suggest for us all to watch if we haven't all seen it. Scream 5. Sorry?
Ready or Not, or Scream 5?
Ready or Not. Those directors went on to do Scream 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Scream 5, I'm a Scream fan. It pokes fun at horror without people realizing, because it's played like a straight horror. I enjoy all those films. Upset about some of the character choices in it, but we won't get into that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Oh my god.
Again, a movie that got hated on like severely by the horror community. I really enjoyed it. Brief little synopsis. It's about a group of, I guess it's Gen Z, because they're pretty young. They're like in their
It
early
came out last year, right? Yeah. So yeah,
yeah, early
January.
20s. They come in on a bus into this broken down ghost town, basically in Texas, and they have a vision to like revamp it and make it modern and young and like
Oh,
you
no.
know diversity. And when they accidentally evict an old woman, something happens that triggers Leatherface to come back.
Oh no.
And then you get
No.
some good old B horror stuff.
Oh, gore.
Yeah.
Gore. Gore.
There's one
That's all.
scene, it's in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, but
Yeah.
heads up if you're going to watch it, skip ahead like 30 seconds or whatever. Leatherface gets onto the bus because it's pouring rain. Again, this is a ghost town. So all these people that are there to like just have fun, they're all like drinking and vaping on this tour bus or whatever. And Leatherface gets on, and there's like all these neon lights. And then this one guy's like, if you try anything, bro, you're canceled. And they like all pull out cell phones. And they're all like all live streaming. And then yeah.
That's so funny.
Okay, let's get
That's
through
good.
these because
That's gonna be clipped by Ben Shapiro at some point. I guarantee it.
okay, great. Use it, Ben. Violent Night. I'm not sure if we talked about it while we were live, but the Santa Claus movie with David Harbour, right? One of my favorite actors right now, and I can't remember his name. It's a fun Christmas classic, in my opinion. Violent, fun, funny. Glass Onion.
I was gonna put that one down to realize it's still like fresh. I should go deeper, but yeah.
As onion should be. It's nice and fresh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the Knives Out sequel. So anyone watching, I suggest Knives Out. If you enjoy that, go watch Glass Onion. Clerks 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot that came
Like
out
last year.
Yeah. It feels like a return to format, but also with this new age Kevin Smith, who is now known for crying online.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Clerks 3, the least expected film in his catalog or movies to come out soon, made me fucking bawl my eyes out. And that's all I'm going to say. I posted it on Twitter. Kevin Smith liked, acknowledged me. Again, some people hate on Kevin Smith. I've been with him. Yoga Hosers is not good, but
didn't he make a Wreck one, the Wreck series?
No, he did Tusk.
Tusk, that's the one I'm thinking of. Tusk,
which is fantastic.
Yeah, Tusk is
that might be the movie I suggest too. I got to start writing these down. But yeah, I suggest that. Okay, Jackass Forever. You get Jackass.
Yeah.
Crimes of the Future. That's a.
I heard that's a hard watch.
Ooh, I enjoyed it. It's body horror, but it's
not.
It's not really horror. It's more like, in the future.
Violent, not really scary, but
no, it's not even violent. It's more like health has not become a concern, so altering your body has become the new fashion.
Wow.
And it's very hard and complex to tell what it's about. But Viggo Mortensen is the lead.
Humans adapt to a synthetic environment with new transformations and mutations. With his partner Caprice, Saul, performance artist, publicly showcases the metamorphosis of his organs in performances.
Cyberpunk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bailey, for coming in clutch.
You're welcome.
Okay. Only a few left. Nope. Jordan Peele's new movie.
Fuck.
Yeah, I've yet to see it.
I love that.
Upon the first watch, because I watched it late, like severely late compared to everyone else,
Yeah.
I didn't know how I felt at first, but the more I thought about the movie, the more I like it.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
check
I
that
would
out.
Jordan Peele's like his career is just this weird 180 he's done.
Yep.
It's been
Comedy to horror, which actually is a great segue into my next movie.
not just horror, social comedy.
Yeah,
You're true.
yeah.
You're right.
He does a
Yeah,
little bit of both, and it's pretty. It's pretty. He
yeah,
arguably shoots it pretty nice.
he does. Dude. Yes, I also still Us. I get out of scene, but not Us. So we need to watch that.
I like Us. I like Get Out. People, people are weird about it, but
Yeah, like I did like it, but like it got the second half. It got a little too quick.
right.
The tension of the first half was there, and then it just sort of it got very quick. It was like I'm still scared. I'm not scared anymore because it's like the scare is gone because it's going to shit happens. But Get Out, yeah, the first half I liked.
So segueing from comedian to horror director, you guys know The Whitest Kids You Know?
Yes,
Miss March, possibly? Yeah,
yes,
Bailey's going to do a quick Google search because I
Whitest
want him
sounds familiar.
to know who I'm talking about. Zach Kreger, he came out of left field this year with Barbarian.
That's another one.
Yeah, which the plot is a woman shows up in the ghetto of Chicago to an Airbnb, and there is a man already in the Airbnb.
Mhm.
And
Oh God.
so there's that awkward tension, but they work out, you can stay here the night. Don't worry, I'm not like creepy or anything. And there is something much sinister going on in this house. And then halfway through the movie, there's a left turn that starts telling someone else's story.
Okay.
And then they all the storylines kind of collide, and it's like a dark comedy, but I don't think a lot of people would see it like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Justin Long's in it.
It's just long. This is what I've seen online. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I gotta see it soon.
That's a good watch.
Yeah.
Okay, Skinamarink was a art house college student. I don't know what the fuck, how to explain it, but it's like 2.5 hours of an old camera, like home video camera, almost like always being pointed at the corner of a room or at the base of a couch. And the plot is more so what you hear going on. And it's about a 5 and 7-year-old siblings that are in this house and their father just disappears. And it's one of those movies that like I felt like I was wasting my time watching this movie, but if you watch it collectively, have it blasting or have your headphones on with all the sounds as doors start to fucking disappear, as objects start to end up on the ceiling, etc., etc. I got fucking goosebumps from this movie.
What's this movie called?
Skinamarink.
Made with $15,000, we could make that.
I mean, I could probably make it with. Well, getting children actors is the one.
Oh, the actress shit.
Yeah. That won't be for everyone.
these ultra niche movies. My God.
Right.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna.
It looks like it's Paranormal Activity, eh?
It's what
Yeah,
Paranormal Activity wanted to be, is what it feels like.
Right. Paranormal Activity was like a fluke, and then they made 8 movies.
20 of them,
Yeah.
The last one I saw was where they tied it all together. the paranormal one.
Yeah.
It was a
Mm.
bad movie.
It's funny because 5, it was where it was the Latino family.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that ties it all.
Yeah, where it was 5 or 6, and that one was so fucking good, and then they just went back to making worse ones. Right. Okay.
Sounds
I
very
really
purgy.
sorry.
Very purgy.
Well, I don't know. I watched the first 3 purges, and I was like, okay, I don't need any more.
I watched the first
Okay, fair
purge. I
enough.
was like, this is it.
I presumed one of them would have been good later on if they made so many, but I guess not.
They made a series too. Like,
It's the internet.
Mhm.
The internet loved it.
what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna fire off some Weird, the Weird Al Yankovic
I saw
Mhm.
that.
movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic. If you're a fan of Weird Al, you'll get the humor. If not, then you're
I love how the movie is a parody,
yeah.
and like he goes to like Mark. What's his face? The Pablo Escobar, isn't it?
Oh
Or
yeah,
something.
and Madonna.
Madonna.
Okay, Tick Tick Boom was the musical true life story about the writer director of Rent,
Okay.
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 Andrew Garfield.
That's
I'll be
good.
surprised. Well,
Um,
it came out at the
Garfield
beginning of the
singing his ass
year.
off.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
great, but it's a musical, so some people are lost immediately with musical. Um, and if the Oscars haven't forgotten about it because it came out like super early in the year, um, Andrew is up there for lead actor for sure, in
Okay.
my opinion.
Mm-hmm. He's my Spider-Man.
He is. Just saying. Sorry, Wine Mom. I know Toby's your guy and all, but Andrew's
I know he did Broadway before. I did know this fact about him, so I am not surprised at this. I knew he was a singer, so this makes sense.
right. And again, it's a true story, and it intertwines like reality with his view of New York and how people are treated that are gay and have AIDS and all that, because
Hmm.
that's what Rent is. It's like his story, or at least what he has seen through his friends and living poor in New York as an artist and being discriminated against. And it's beautiful, it's sad, it's a musical. Okay, so Deep Cover is not a new movie, but I watched it for the first time this year. It
Okay.
is Lawrence Fishburne, and he plays an
Okay.
undercover cop who is drug dealing.
Oh,
And Jeff Goldblum is the guy that he is like intercepting.
okay.
Um, Wine Mom, if you're still watching, I think I've suggested this movie to you. Lawrence Fishburne is in his prime. He is a
Yeah, he
good-looking
looks like
man
it,
in
bro.
this.
This is like him when he was a young, dieseled out man. You know what I'm saying?
Right? And
Handsome
yeah,
man.
it was
I am.
fantastic. I'm glad I bought it, and it was an expensive buy.
It was?
Yeah, because I think I got it on Criterion Collection,
Yeah.
but it was on DVD, so it was still like over $30.
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well,
makes
And
sense.
yeah.
it's
Okay.
from 1992, just in
Yeah.
case anyone was wondering. Okay. Also not from last year, but I saw it last year. The Last Black Man in San Francisco.
I've seen
Uh,
that before. I think I have.
it's RC. I can't remember if it's based on a true story or not, or a book,
Okay.
but
Seems interesting.
it's fantastic, emotional. I like emotional. But the one of the leads is blowing up right now. He's going to be in Creed 3, and he's going to be the villain in Ant-Man. Jonathan Majors.
If you like
Okay, yeah.
him, watch The Harder They Fall. Both of you.
The Harder They Fall.
Both of you.
Okay.
It's a western, but black people.
Oh, Idris Elba.
Yes, Idris Alba and Lakeith Sign, the guy from
Yeah, Lakeith.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Lakeith, yeah.
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an amazing movie. I love that movie so much.
We're just throwing out so much to all the people listening and watching right now.
guys, when you come on this movie, you're gonna be hit with these random ass movies. Maybe a little bit more random because Panda's here.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 more movies. The Northman. I really enjoyed it. It got hated on because people expected something else, I guess.
My issue with the Norseman, right? That Viking one.
Yeah.
Okay. My issue, it looked pretty. Oh my god, it was fucking pretty looking movie. But like, what my issue with the movie is that it's very historically hard. You have to know a lot about Viking culture to understand. Because
Not really.
I Google a lot of stuff while I was like, what's with the like their sacrifice, like the one sacrifice they doing it. I had to Google that because like it's a very real hardcore Viking
True.
movie with like there's not that much dialogue going on, so it's what you have to like sort of pick up on your own. But it's a good movie, but holy crap, I had to like look up the stuff as I was watching it.
Sarsgaard is fantastic, in my opinion. Anya Taylor-Joy, I love anything she's in.
Too.
Ethan Hawke is in it. Why, Mom? Okay, finally, I have a Dutch movie, which is called... Oh, it's Danish. I apologize. It's called Druk, which translates to binge drinking, but for America, it's called Another Round.
Yes, okay.
Which is Mads Mikkelsen. Some people might know him as Hannibal. Some people might know him as the villain from Doctor Strange. Fantastic actor. Anyway, so this movie is about 3 high school teachers that do an experiment of drinking. Four teachers. Okay, four high school teachers that decide to start drinking like at a constant rate throughout the day, and they keep leveling up how much they drink because there's some sort of like philosopher or scientific study where it's like if you're drunk then you'll enjoy life more. And
so
there's a lot.
It's the I think therefore I am guy. His
Oh,
same
yeah.
philosophy was that you were supposed to rest for 256 days out of the year, and one way of doing that was to get as drunk as possible so that when you're ready to think, then you're ready to think. Like,
Right.
It's like you're maximizing your philosophical ability.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is this movie's so interesting because it takes place now, and to have teachers of all people that are like looking after kids, and all these people have like families and wives and kids and all that, but they're also so depressed and like existing with their lives, and then they have this concept, and it's a great film. You don't know what to expect.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna list off the shows I enjoyed this year real quick. What We Do in the Shadows, still killing it. #1 comedy, in my opinion, still airing.
Taika,
Do you know-
that's the
do you know what it-
Vamp Life, hashtag Vamp Life.
Yeah, it's a spin-off show from a movie where it's a mockumentary about vampires that live in the modern age.
Yeah.
And the show takes place in New York, and it's fucking hilarious. Dry humor.
I like it. I have a stinking feeling that I don't think Raza will, and I don't know why.
I've seen the first season, Bailey.
Okay, and do you like it?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Okay. Stranger Things came in clutch, even though we all thought that it was going to end, and they fooled us, and they were like, we got one more season in us, which kind of dragged things out. I don't know if either of you watched Stranger Things.
I did.
The last season I saw was 2.
You're an Eddie fan, aren't you, Raza?
I am the what's his face fan, the one who's like the guy who becomes the mom in the
Oh,
second season.
They
Well,
like
no,
his
I
daddy
agree with
energy.
the character.
No wonder you like him, Dilf Hunter.
I mean, your
Steve,
dad.
Steve Harrington.
Yeah,
Steve
Steve.
Harrington, yeah.
Yeah.
Steve's a
Okay.
tank in the latest season, bro. I won't spoil anything, but Steve just levels up all of a sudden. Steve just
I'm
becomes
not
a boss.
Right.
I'm not surprised because he was he was getting to that level.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Love, Death, and Robots came in clutch with a third season. Maybe one of the best things Netflix has put out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Short storied short films done with different directors, different animation style. There's stop motion, CGI, hand drawn, anime style.
In some cases.
Yep. And oh yeah, there's live action because Topher Grace and
Oh yeah.
what's her face shows up. Fantastic. Love that show. Hope it keeps going. I finally watched Chernobyl, which was brilliant.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. That's a really good.
It was brilliant, and the guy that was behind that is taking care of the Last of Us show, which comes out in like 4 days.
Next week, the 15th, baby girl.
6 days for us. So I'm excited.
Yeah, same here. I'll play just to get myself hyped now.
Do it up. Thanks to Wine Mom, if you're still listening, shout out to you because you got me to watch both seasons of Euphoria, and it lives up to the hype.
It does?
Yes. But there's trigger warnings left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best teen high school drama ever made, in my opinion. Visually great. There's one specific episode where people with epilepsy, if you're triggered by lights, you're gonna have to butt out. Just heads up. Also, because of Wine Mom, I finally watched Haunting of Hill House. Loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I like that director a lot. I don't love everything he's done, but The Haunting of Hill House was a great back and forth through time.
Was that the first?
The first season. I still haven't seen the second.
Bly Manor, I don't like that much, and the other one was okay. It was like a little bit of a love story. It wasn't really scary.
Right.
Season.
Yeah.
It's very teen drama oriented.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hill House on its own, it's a dysfunctional family and all these dynamics and life and death and possibly ghosts.
There's this one scene, one episode. Bailey, you would like how it's shot, and I personally like how things are shot this way. But there's one scene where it's in a funeral home, and it's a one the entire so not scene episode isn't a one shot take.
Yeah, I like that.
It's completely one shots. I like when things are shot in one shots. Like the Daredevil, like there's one a scene in every season. There's a hallway one shot scene. I'm full tilt the entire time.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It is really cool, and I want to watch The Bear for that one, and everyone has been telling me to do that.
The Bear, you gotta watch that too. Yeah, The Bear is good. The Bear is a really good show.
Oh, sorry, then I jumped around a little bit. I thought that's just in my bad. Yeah, because supposedly one episode for that whole show was done that way too.
You could argue like a couple episodes, or yeah, but yeah. And then are you watching White Lotus by any chance, guys?
No. I hear the song everywhere I go, and I hear the gays are trying to kill me.
Yeah. But it's a good show. It's a very good show. It takes place in a resort, and a bunch of fucked up shit happens. Sydney Sweeney's in it.
Oh, it's got Christopher. Christopher's in it.
Oh, from The Sopranos.
Right? Christopher.
Oh, Uncle Napoleon Dynamite. The uncle's in it.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Yes.
Yeah. That's who I want to watch it for. But Sydney Sweeney is a plus.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. What else are you talking about? Oh, okay, I was like, which Sopranos guy are you talking about?
Yeah, Christopher, I didn't.
Are you guys watching? Have you guys seen Andor yet? Come on,
No.
I started it. I'm 2 episodes in.
it's very it's good.
I'll
Good.
get there.
It's good. It's good. It's weird how a spin-off and a spin-off of the spin-off are good.
Boba Fett kind of
Good and the Andor is good.
yeah,
That's
Boba
what-
Fett tired me out.
Yeah.
Boba Fett
Supposedly,
did?
this guy's throwing a hissy fit now too. Now he's like, I want either a new season or something to try to fix it because he also thinks it was ass.
Who?
Mm.
The actor there, what's his name? The Boba
Oh,
Fett guy.
the guy who did him?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's also like,
you
I
know,
didn't like it either. Blah blah blah.
Maybe you should. It's just one of those shows that didn't need to happen. You know, no offense, but like, it's cool. He was cool in The Mandalorian. You know, I thought that his introduction in season 2, right? That was cool. But like a whole show dedicated to him was just like, he's old.
They Disney-fied it in an instant. They just like ran in. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, here we made good art. Let's
Yep.
fucking pump out another copy
People like him in this show. Let's make his own show.
right away. No time.
Yeah.
Fucking.
And the problem is that the last 2 episodes are Mandalorian episodes.
Yeah.
You have to watch Book of Boba Fett
Yeah.
to get what's going on with the Mandalorian.
And I think the one episode where it's full-fledged,
Mando.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be in the 3rd season, because that's somehow they're gonna. I don't know what the right wording of it. I forget what the wording of it, but it's considered like a season premiere to, I think, for
Yeah,
That's
okay.
lame.
for
Fucking
the
lame.
season. You know what the best? Ironically enough, you know what the best parts of Book of Boba that was? The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, I'm sorry.
The
but-
little
then-
pit droidies.
Yeah, and then it goes back to like even Obi-Wan show. He's my favorite character out of all Star Wars, and just halfway through, like nothing happens until like the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Shit, or Darth Vader and him. The whole Darth Vader competition was sick. That was cool.
Yeah, and that's it. It seems like they had like a script for just a really good Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight, and then we're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's make a TV show out of this script.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
Would have worked as a movie.
it would have worked as a movie. You're right.
Yeah.
It would have 100%. But like 8-hour-long show or
Yeah, it was
thing
too much.
is
I'm with you on that.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, last show I'm gonna mention Peacemaker.
I gotta write that down.
I finished that. Great show. Fantastic show.
Okay, Bailey, you have to see the Suicide Squad first to
Yeah.
get Peacemaker. I just
Not the
want
late
to.
one. The good one.
How dare you?
the one with not Pete Davidson. No wait, Pete Davidson isn't.
No, it
James
is the
Bond.
one. Yeah, the one
Yeah.
with Pete Davidson.
Yeah. The beginning of that movie is so golden though. I love it. I love
It is. It's so good.
It's so good.
I've heard. I'm interested to see. I am not a foo-foo on this one. I'm excited. I want to go actually see Peacemaker. I like me some John Cena. I wouldn't say he's like one of my favorites, but I think John Cena he's earned his stripes.
Yeah.
I think he will edge his way above The Rock in your book. I don't know how you feel about The Rock.
Almost The Rock.
I think
I don't
he'll
know, but-
be pushed ahead of him if you watch Peacemaker.
Talk about The Rock and edging. It's hard to avoid, but
Yeah. But him and Batista are like doing sick, right?
Yeah, Batista's fucking great.
He's coming in some. He's an actor, by the way.
Yeah.
He isn't just I'm an actor. He's an actor now with a
Yeah, because everyone was comparing him to The Rock, and he had to put out a statement being like, I'm
I'm
not
better.
trying to be the next Rock. I just want to
Yeah.
be a good actor. I went to acting classes. Like he
Yeah.
literally bawled his eyes out when he got the role of Drax for Guardians of the Galaxy because
Oh
he
yeah.
was invested and wanted to be that character. Which
Mhm.
Drax, let me make this statement here and now in our first episode. He got screwed over in Endgame because Drax had the most beef with Thanos. Just
Oh yeah.
saying.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's some serious Marvel talk, though. But that is true. It was an often neglected
Yeah.
thing that
Yeah,
I think, in a way, they're going to hold back because then now
Didn't
Thanos is going to get resurrected somehow. So now you have a reason for him to still be mad.
maybe. You're not wrong.
yeah. Um
Right.
and then I also like how Batista is a very diverse actor, and John Cena is becoming that way too. Because like, look at Blade Runner.
Right.
He's like this very nimble, gentle giant, and
Yeah.
then Ryan Gosling puts him through a wall and then chokes him out and then dies. Right? Even in that like small moment of his section of the movie, he was good. And that new M Night Shyamalan movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
What happened?
A knock at the cabin door.
I'm interested in seeing that just because of Batista.
Fair. I'm seeing
I
it
did.
because of Ron Weasley.
What else do I got?
Yeah.
Here, the one I was saying, I wrote down a note. Spider-Man. Spider-Man came out. Didn't hit at all. No one cares. No one's talking about Spider-Man.
Oh
The
yeah.
internet was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's good, but it's fan service.
It's also
100% fan service.
yeah.
Then the Far From Home, the three triple
The newest one.
triple
Yeah.
Spidey mans.
Which I
It
really
was good.
didn't like.
I hate the modern pacing. It's a victim of the bam, 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 bam. I can't. I
I did
understand that
like
maybe
William.
I'm old, but
No, you're absolutely right. The problem is that as soon as the movie hit theaters, people were obviously videotaping it, and they're in, like they almost beat Avatar, I think,
yeah,
because everyone was like, Toby and Andrew are back.
Mhm.
And that sucked the joy out of everything, in my opinion. But it's nice to see them back, and we potentially could get Spider-Man 4 or The Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Wasn't
nah,
that an April Fool's joke?
yeah,
The
it's not
Amazing
gonna happen.
Seriously. Well,
You
think
think so?
Venom.
I guess.
Venom. I have serious issues with Venom, but Tom Hardy is what makes that movie. The second one was terrible in my opinion, but now Venom officially exists in the MCU or whatever.
Yeah.
So for Andrew, let's say Toby doesn't want to do Spider-Man anymore. I'm fine with that. But
Mhm.
Andrew Garfield still has life in him to have a grittier Spider-Man.
But
And
he's all coming in like award-winning movies now. He
yeah, but
wants.
Andrew would
Yeah,
return.
Yeah. He
I
may
don't think
return.
so.
I think he wants to. No, I actually
Think
do
he
think
would?
he wants to. 'Cause he did actually. He put out a very passionate statement saying like I was so psyched to get back into costume.
Right.
If they,
Because you got to remember, he was supposed to have the
Yeah,
Amazing Spider-Man 3, the Sinister Six, and then they were going to do a Venom movie with him too. So he had
yeah.
like
3 more movies
five,
lined up. Yeah.
6 movies. Yeah.
Mm,
He was committed long term, and he wasn't bad. I didn't hate him. I think it was just a victim of the era of movies. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
the structure overall wasn't bad, but the costume design was a bit off and da da da. I don't.
His
Andrew
his
did do well.
costume, his costume, in my opinion, is the best Spider-Man costume.
yeah.
But you're right because it was busy being compared to the Nolan trilogy of
Yeah,
Batman. It's like, oh, it's a gritty version of Spider-Man, which is whatever. And then Marv or Sony did their thing, and they're like, let's get Paul Giamatti to be the Rhino and do
You
a bad
told me to.
Russian accent.
that's the reason why the trailer made it out to be he was going to be in the entire movie.
Yeah.
I was just like, Paul Giamatti, let's fucking go as I love Rhino. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains.
Same.
I was like, let's fucking go, buddy.
Really?
But then they did this stupid big mechanical suit that's CGI, and that didn't work for me.
Awesome. I love that suit. That's my
Well,
favorite. It was like
you-
super
at least one fan. David Harbour was fantastic in it. Florence Pugh, fantastic in it. Rachel Weisz, fantastic. So why was it such a bad movie?
Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, I don't want to put all the blame on her because Disney
Yeah.
also. Because the opening was good. Like the opening scene where they're younger, right?
Yeah.
And then.
Just the adventure that they go on is not comparable to the shows that they were putting out. I think it got sandwiched in between this weird because they were trying to make everything into a miniseries, and then that just didn't have. It was in limbo, like kind of fucking shit the bed, and then they're not going to bother to fix it because they fired her.
They at that point when Black Widow came out, all the Marvel movies specifically were coming out like just being churned out, where they're just coming out, and the stuff looked rough. Also, like a lot of that Black Widow movie looked like it should have been brought. Like it was the first draft. It should have been just polished up a little more, but the animation and stuff. Even the latest Thor. And Thunder had that issue too, where it's coming out now where all these Marvel movies are being churned out, even regardless of if they're like polished. Just let's put them out. We have this timeline we have to complete. It doesn't matter. Let's keep on 20 movies a year.
Yeah, I don't know what Taika was thinking because he directed that one too.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, Disney and Marvel saw Ragnarok. Ragnarok was good, and they were like, let's try to replicate that exact style, exact everything, and bring it over. And then they tried to capture the magic in the bottle twice with him.
Yeah, so I was watching I was going full nerd because I had this thought the other day. I watched a bunch of Taika interviews. I was like, how does this man work? And so what I deduced is in several interviews, they asked him like, so what's your writing process? He's like, all of my hits, I write a script in 2 days, I put it in a drawer, and I come back to it 8 years later. And then I take that script and I rewrite it, and then it's something good. Right?
Okay.
So he said that several times over. So then it's like this Thor movie comes out. It's ass. It's like he probably wrote it, but he probably fucked it all up. Imagine if that's your writing process. You're doing good with this, though. I have this special concept for a Thor movie. Let me put it away for a bit and come back to it. And then they're like, "No, you got 2 years, bitch. Be funny. Be funny."
You're right.
So he's probably like, I could do it. I'm a famous director now, but it's like, but he didn't give it the time to cook.
40 guys now, yeah.
He's making a profit, right? So
yeah, he is. But it's just like, like I was excited the fact that Thor: Dark Love and Thunder was happening. I was like, okay, good. They have the Ragnarok guy. He did a good job with that one, right? But then they literally said, let's not evolve the character. Let's do the same sort of let's protect his style, but like not fresh anymore, where it's been done. Because post Ragnarok, he's been doing a lot of TV shows, like creating a lot of or like directing a lot of TV shows, and we're getting a bunch of him now. So we're now used to his thing. It's just like, okay, can you try something more? What else?
He did the movie. Oh shit, I can't say that word, but he did that movie. He did the movie
with Rabbit.
Yeah.
That's still a good one, but like it was at the point where people didn't know who he was as full. Even the hunt of the Wilder people or whatever that one's called with Sam Neill, that came out like a year or two after Ragnarok, and that was good. But then like much where he's like in everything, people are like, okay, what else do you have?
I do
Like,
agree
yes,
with you overall, though. I'm not arguing you. I'm with you. I kind of am over his sense of humor a little bit right now. I
yeah,
still
it's like Ryan
respect it,
Reynolds
but
and
overdosed.
yeah,
OD.
it's like Ryan Reynolds in everything, right? You're just like, okay,
Leave Ryan Reynolds
like,
alone.
no, he's great, right?
Leave my boyfriend alone, Raza. I mean,
my bad. My bad.
okay. Okay, so I have formulated a list of movies that I think deserve sequels.
Okay.
All right. So I have a short list of honorable mentions. So I'm just gonna throw those out. I believe that the Watchmen limited series deserved a second season, but it's probably not going to happen. Honorable mention. National Treasure. It just got a TV show. I haven't watched it yet, but Nick Cage deserves a third movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
28 months later is apparently happening already,
Yeah.
but if it doesn't, that needs to happen. Honorable mention. Constantine sequel's happening. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
And
Keanu.
last one for the honorable mentions, the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo follow up, which they put out one, but it wasn't Rooney Mara, and it wasn't Daniel Craig, and it wasn't David Fincher. Anyways, sorry. Okay, so here's my list for sequels that I think deserve to be made, and if you can think of any, I would love to hear your thoughts. So first off, I want the 21 Jump Street and Men in Black crossover to happen.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember those rumors,
Yeah.
but I believe making Men in Black rated R and bringing in the comedic tomfoolery that, those ass clowns do,
Okay,
it
but
would
how
make it
long?
fun.
How long is Hollywood gonna have Will Smith on the bench for, though?
Oh, Will Smith doesn't have to be in it. All you
No.
do is you put
No Will
Jonah
Smith.
Hill and Channing Tatum into black suits and be like, "You're Men in Black now. You're too old for high school or college, so now you're defending the planet." Like it's so dumb, but like I want that.
And Tommy Lee Jones is like their boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. There you go.
That
you
would
could
be the
do
better
that, right?
comeback for Tommy. That'd be the way better comeback.
No, Two-Face.
Yeah.
Tron 3,
Yes.
because it's been juggled. They might reboot it with, of all people, Morbius. I don't know why they would do that. I'm not kidding, Bailey. I saw that smirk on your face. They want Jared Leto to reboot Tron. It doesn't need to be rebooted. Just do Tron 3, Disney.
The last
please.
one wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst. You could still continue off of it. It wasn't good, but it wasn't
The soundtrack was fun.
nonsense.
It was all Daft Punk.
That's also the depressing part is Daft Punk is no more, so
Yeah.
they probably get Skrillex or something to do it.
Oh my God, you're probably on point.
Olivia Wilde is in that too. Remember?
Yeah. I love that movie. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. That's personal opinion. Best movie ever in 3D. Fuck you, Avatar.
Yeah.
Soundtrack's perfect. I can watch it on repeat. I literally have, and I probably will in the future.
The Disc War song is like and then it has electric music playing in the background. Oh, listen to it right now.
Okay, the A-Team deserves a sequel.
What the fucking
the new one? Oh, the Liam Neeson one?
Yes, with Bradley Cooper. I always forget the South African guy's name, but he's from District 9. And then
Baracus. Oh, Quentin Jackson? No, District 9 guy.
Yeah, Neil Blancart,
Chartol Copley, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Okay, so the A-Team, I'm just throwing that out there. It's a good comedy. It's an action. I personally love it. It underdid, apparently. I would like to see a sequel. Hellboy 3, like the original Hellboy series with Ron Perlman, Guillermo del Toro, part 3 needs to happen because that reboot that they did was not good.
That reboot was horrible.
He's your boy. He's your boy. You can't
Listen,
boy going down like that. He's your boy.
Hopper was good as Hellboy, but the rest of the movie was CGI fest.
So I can't
Really? I didn't watch this new one. I didn't even bother giving it a try.
It's rated R, but then it's like CGI deaths. And it's like, okay, I don't want to see someone get stepped on by a giant, and it's like Jack and the Beanstalk visual effects.
I don't think Guillermo doesn't return to a lot of stuff, and I'm sorry to cut you off there. I didn't mean.
But no, it's fine. Guillermo has expressed, but like, time is getting there. Ron Perlman, he's getting older, so like, if it's going to happen, it needs to happen now. I always forget her name. Who's his love interest, the Flame Girl? Selma Blair?
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, it is Selma Blair. Yeah, you're right.
She has some sort of condition. Like she has to walk with a cane, but that can work because she's pregnant with Hellboy's children at the end of part 2, and they're supposed to bring the end of the world. So there could be an interesting concept there where she doesn't have to do much, right?
Okay.
And
I like that.
Again, she is a well-written female character, even if in the first one she's used as like a love object for Hellboy. But in the second one, she really comes into play. Anyways, moving on. The Adventures of Tintin needs a part 2. Yes, the Steven Spielberg movie, complete CGI with who did Lord of the Rings? I feel so terrible.
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson. He produced it. You know, Simon Pegg was involved.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect adaptation. Great film.
Right.
Yes.
I gotta see that one too. Still, yeah. Shit.
Okay. Alita Battle Angel deserves a sequel.
I think it was good, but I don't think it. I don't know.
Well,
I'm kind of with Raza.
Robert Rodriguez and your lover boy Avatar dude.
Okay.
James Cameron.
James Cameron. They recently did an interview, and they, even though it was over Zoom or whatever, they did a blood oath to make a sequel. So let's hope. James Cameron's got 6 more Avatar movies coming, so who knows when he's gonna fit Alita into his schedule.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, number 2 is The Nice Guys.
With
Russell Crowe, Ryan
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, yes.
Yeah. I didn't watch this one. Let's add it to the list.
It's a good one. Watch it, Bailey. It's good.
Underrated comedy of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And it deserves a sequel. Yeah. It's as simple as that. It's hilarious. It's a great, interesting time.
You know?
Sorry?
Where could they go for the sequel in that movie?
Another investigation, another murder mystery, just like Knives Out. How are they still pumping those out? Because people are always going to die in mysterious ways.
That's fair.
Okay, and my number 1 for this list is Dredd.
Judge Dredd?
Dredd? The newer one, though, eh? Not
the new, Carl Urban Dredd, not Sly.
Oh, okay, that's where my head went.
And
I'd never watched this one. I never watched the new Dredd.
It's pretty good. Judge Dredd is pretty good.
I suggest that is one of my top 5 comic book films of all time.
Yeah.
It's simple, and it came out at the same time as what was it called? Great movies too. It's gonna bother me. Quick Google search.
Who do you remember was in it?
It's a foreign movie.
Okay. Indian?
No, Dread versus The Raid. The Raid Redemption.
Such a good movie. Both of them are good.
Yeah, and The Raid 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic. But the problem is the promotion for Dread was terrible. Like TV advertisements was and it was also advertised as 3D, which I think discouraged a lot of people because they were like, then we have to go see this in 3D and it's more expensive. Anyways, the concept is basically the same, where there's a cop that goes into a building that gets locked down and they have to work their way up to be able to get out, going through anyone that's in their way.
Yeah.
But Dread is fantastic. The Raid is really good, and then The Raid 2 is a fucking masterpiece.
You should watch them both, Bailey. They're fucking. It's fight. It's just all fighting.
Oh yeah, I know. I forgot. I know. I'm aware. I've been really wanting to watch it. I forgot about it completely.
Like, and the guy does his own stunts. Oh.
Yeah, this guy's like popping. He became the new. This guy's in all the films overseas now. He became the new Jet Li for a minute. He's in a bunch of fucking fighting films now.
He was in Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Or was that?
I was
back.
Writing notes for this. I looked up everything ever all at once, and apparently the script was written for Jackie Chan initially, and it changed everything. So,
of course,
that'd be a physical comedy with the type of story. He's never done a deep movie though, at least not in a long time.
I don't think he's ever.
I think he did when he was younger.
I still haven't seen it yet. I have it somewhere beside me, but there's that one where his daughter gets killed, and he goes hunting for revenge.
Like the most recent Jackie Chan movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least American. It's called The Foreigner.
The Foreigner,
Yes, that was a good one. I liked that one. Old man Jackie Chan. I forgot about that.
Billy saw a movie.
Jackie's in the States right now, apparently, which means that Rush Hour 4 is apparently happening.
Yeah. Yeah. 100% now.
But I would like to see some other Americanized movies.
I'm big Jackie Chan stan. I'm a big Chan stan. I think Chan deserves more recognition for being like a Bruce Lee, for how unique his fighting style was and how it changed like action comedy as a whole in the 90s, not just martial arts.
You're right.
I also don't like how Jackie Chan was implicated in the Panama Papers, but we won't go into that.
Good note, though. Good note. Let's maybe I'll be less of a Chan stan, but
he got on Epstein's plane apparently.
Shit, man! I almost got so sad there. Yeah, because like he did the Rumble in the Bronx, classic. Police Story, classic.
Drunken Master is one of my favorite. There's two of them, but the sequel where it was more modernized, one of the best action movies ever made, in my opinion.
Can I tell you my two favorite Jackie Chan movies?
It's been a while. I watched it a long time ago.
Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Night.
How did I know? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he wasn't he in Around the World in 80 Days or something?
He was, and so is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
Arnold was in that one?
Yeah, for a small role. He's like the prince that's like feeding all the women around him with grapes and.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. And then he was also in that Lego movie Ninjago.
Oh right.
Random as fuck. I saw it on a plane. I was like, it is what it is. It's fucking. So it's not Lego Batman, but it is what it is.
I'm just going too deep on Jackie Chan films now.
We should do a Jackie Chan cast. Just
Chan cast. I fuck with it.
Okay.
We'll keep that in mind when it's your turn.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
I don't want to pick Jackie Chan. No, somebody else pick a Jackie Chan. I don't want to be limited to Jackie Chan.
So I think it's a good time to transition to what we're excited for next year. Do we want to go into that a little bit? Try to keep it.
Sure.
I don't know. Ad Bailey here again. I just wanted to drop in with a reminder of how much we appreciate you. We've gone through some changes over time. We know we've got some core audience. We got a couple of you that have been sticking around for a minute, and I know you've bared with the changes. Some of you like it, some of you don't. The most important thing, we value your opinion. So don't be afraid to reach out and be like, hey man, really like that episode. Drop the comments, drop the likes, drop the subscribes. You know how this algorithm works. We'll be seeing you there soon, kid. Thank you for all the time. Sincerely. We'll be... Bye. Bye. Okay, so 2023, I looked up some. I have like a couple things to point out. The other one I was gonna say to piss off Raza is they have Shin Ultraman is coming out next year. Shin Ultraman. I'm about to see what an modern Ultraman looks like. I really want to see this.
Yeah, it's been some time since they've released one, right?
Yeah, they're trying to do the same thing they did to Godzilla with this now.
I really like that.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I like his design a lot.
Yeah, because they did the Shin Godzilla and everyone loved it. So they're like, okay, let's try to see if we can make a new.
Is it gonna be like
version of Ultraman?
Like how the government can't stop all Ultraman?
Probably again. I bet you it's probably the same storyline.
I love how that's like a genre that's gonna be explored more now. Let's fucking go. A bureaucracy. Let's get it.
What else? I got a whole list. I can keep going. I got it. So Raza, you ready? You got one to cream? You got Dune. Dune is coming.
Yes. We're in the year of Dune. Dune's coming out this year.
Another
Dune
one.
Part 2. Dune Part 2.
Dune Part Desert power. Say it 3 times in a wormhole up here behind you.
So, John Wick Part 4. John Wick Part 4. That's what I'm into.
He's the list that I gave him now. That's why he's able to pump them.
No, I'm not. I've got my own notes here, you dingus.
What we should do is go in like a rotation.
Okay, go.
So I'm going to drop one. I'm sorry, Raza, but I am so excited for the new Mission Impossible.
Cool.
Yep.
Let's go together.
The Tom Cruise one.
I'm down.
It's part 1, right? He's gonna.
Yeah. Is Bailey caught up?
Are you caught up, Bailey?
Oh yeah, in Mission Impossible, yeah. Yeah.
So
the last one he beat up Henry Cavill, right? That was the last one.
Yes. Mine? Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Sure.
My one is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm really hyped for that one.
Golf clap, yes.
Yeah, the first one I cried, as y'all know. And so did Bailey.
Let's hope they don't fuck it up.
Yeah, but I doubt they will. It's the same team.
Yeah. There's rumors, spoiler alert, rumors that like Tom Holland might show up.
He's confirmed.
I seen that Garfield is what I saw. I saw that Andrew was.
And the
Garfield, the cat?
Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
I would love that, honestly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
So
Bailey's turn.
4 Spider-Man is going to be in it too. That's the one that I heard.
You think so? Which one? Sorry, Raza.
The PS4 Spider-Man.
Oh.
Like the one that came out in 2018.
The video game.
Yeah, the another Miles variant. Yeah.
No, the
PS4 guy's a totally different character. I thought he was.
There's 2 games: the Miles Morales one and the main one.
Peter. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Miguel. Yes. All right. So the one I saw that I am interested could be artsy, could be terrible, probably terrible, but the Oppenheimer. I'm interested to see it. I don't know. It could be. It's got Matt Damon. It could just be very like punching you in the face of like nuclear bombs are dramatic. Like that could just be the entire movie of like.
Jesus Christ! That's a nuclear explosion.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's what I think. I think we got good actors. We got actors that can act well. So hopefully it does the traumatic of he's like drawn up by nationalism and then accidentally gets tricked into making the deadliest thing ever. You know, it's like they could do it well, or it could just be
That's
I
Nolan.
could. That's true. Yeah,
He
exactly.
let off a literal. He doesn't use practical effects. He let off an actual nuke, dude.
Yeah, he somehow worked that out.
Yeah.
No, you're kidding me.
No, seriously, he had to get permission from the government, so I think they were dropping one as a test, I guess.
There's a
Or
picture. I sent it to
Okay.
Bailey.
That's got to be
Like how-
cool then.
yeah, what picture was it?
It's the actual set design of the explosion. It's like it's huge, but it's shot all in a desert, so it
Right.
looks like a real thing because of the lighting.
Crazy.
So I was gonna say an artsy one, but I think I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones
Interesting.
because I like all of them, even the Shia one, but this one might retcon that. So we get, Harrison Ford one last time, at least.
Yeah. Well, isn't it during World War or II or one of the wars? Or am I?
I mean, the Nazis were always around, but this is like 30
Mhm.
years later now, so it's the 70s? 60s?
Okay.
Yeah, because the Shia LaBeouf one was 50s.
Yeah,
Because they were all like
timeline's all fucked.
greasers and yeah.
That just blew my mind because I haven't seen the Shia LaBeouf one.
Yeah, it was
Ooh.
much further on.
Okay.
That's what I should make you watch.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna hate every second of it. Mine is the Fast X.
Oof.
The Fast X?
Yeah.
The next
Fast and Furious.
Oh.
10.
Okay.
family.
Family.
Do you see the picture of Vin Diesel? Like they're like the first look of Vin Diesel in Fast X, and he looks the exact same as he's been in every other Fast and Furious movie, but with a shirt or a sleeveless shirt, and it says Dom on it, and he goes and he's like this. He just looks like he's in every scene.
Oh, it's my turn.
Bailey.
Is this why
Yes.
everyone's looking at me? Oh,
Yes.
that would make a lot more sense. This would be logical. So I found a Snoop Dogg movie. I found a movie that Snoop Dogg's producing called The Underdogs, and it's about a football team. And I might watch it for the goofs, but I don't think it will be great. But I might watch the Snoop Dogg movie just to
Is
see if it's
this
a good Snoop Dogg movie.
the Woody Harrelson movie?
He's got Woody Harrelson in his movie. It's under DOGGS. I think. No,
That's
am I
why I'm
wrong?
getting it different. I was just like, why am I not getting the movie you're
Then I
talking
guess
about?
I'm wrong. What the hell? I got tricked. No, he's in it. He's in it. Okay, I didn't get tricked.
Oh, I just saw Johnny Depp.
There's a picture of Johnny Depp in there.
Okay, I'm not lying, Afro. Get out of here, Afro. We okay? I'm not lying. But I don't know. I have no idea. I just saw that a Snoop Dogg was in a movie. I got excited, so I added it. I'm sorry that my troll didn't work out. My troll didn't land.
Okay, we have to talk about Magic Mike's Last Dance. No, I'm just kidding. 65 it's a Sam Raimi movie with Kylo Ren. What's his name?
Okay.
Adam Driver.
45.
No, it's 65.
I
So he's on a spaceship that's transporting people. They land on a planet and it's all futuristic and they got laser guns. And he's the only one awake. He finds like a little girl that's also awake. And somehow it turns out to be Earth 65 million years ago with dinosaurs. So it's Kylo Ren with a gun, a laser gun, versus Jurassic Park with Sam Raimi directing, who did, Evil Dead, Spider-Man trilogy, Drag Me to Hell.
It's Turok. It's Turok, the video game. Remember, Raza, we were having that debate if it's Turok or not.
No, but yeah, it looked cool. Sam Raimi is doing this?
He's at least producing.
Oh.
Okay, so he's not directing it, but he is heavily involved.
I was like,
Danny Elfman doing the score.
right.
Can't go wrong, kid.
Can't
It's
go
only
wrong.
like 4 actors.
Is interesting. Did you see his Gucci movie?
Not yet.
Oh,
House of Gucci.
House of Gucci. Yeah, that's how much I remember of the movie. I forgot the name, but
I have that here too, unopened.
It's okay from what Jared Leto's in that one too. I just remember that now. There you go.
Oh, why is he showing up and everything? Get him out of here.
It's the Morb success. It's the Morb success that's putting him in all these other movies.
Once you Morb, you can't go back.
Raza, did you say a movie? No, you haven't yet.
No, I guess I'll go. I am stoked. Did we say? Someone assumes that's a John Wick 4, right?
Yeah, Bailey.
Yeah, very briefly when I was running through too many. That was when I was just spewing them out.
Is there any other movies that are? Oh, the Transformers one. That's the one. The Rise.
I was gonna get you there.
Rise of the Beast.
Rise of the Beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
gonna time travel. That Raza's gonna hate it because they're also, I guarantee it. The whole thing, there's comic books on it that they're touching on to get this, and it's the Transformers is gonna go the way of the MCU. It's very much they're gonna create a Transformers multiverse.
If any property deserves it, it's that, in my opinion.
Because that's the same Beasties one we watched where he's a gorilla. He time travels to come to see the modern Optimus to help stop another bad guy, and so that's how this is.
Isn't it in modern? Or isn't it in just from the trailers?
So because he came. That's why they have to go to the woods to find him, because there'll be some sort of temporal shift or some shit.
If they time travel and if it's somebody else, then that's fine, as long as let's keep it on a good. It's on a good path now. Bumblebee was good. Well, let's see.
Let's see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Bailey, any others?
Well, there was a superhero movie that I haven't read anything about that I knew is coming out. If you know anything, I said that they have the Blue Beetle movie coming out, but I don't know anything about it.
Afro's gonna like that. So
that's true.
I think me and Raza might have been talking about. No, you're not that invested in DC.
This is Batman.
So Blue Beetle is an interesting character. He's Hispanic, and they got the kid from Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm there's no footage yet, so I don't have much to speak on, but because the DCEU is being canceled or reworked, this might be the first step into new territory, because we have The Flash, Shazam 2, and Batgirl got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's anything else. And then there's Blue Beetle, and then whatever we get after that. Oh, Aquaman 2 before that.
Is that coming out this year?
I think all three of those are supposed to be happening. The Flash, Shazam, and Aquaman 2.
Right.
And then DC is getting a rehaul where Jason Momoa is becoming Lobo.
Yeah.
Which is fitting, but
yeah, weird.
Yeah, Superman, no more. Ben Affleck possibly might get his own movie again as Batman, but what? Wonder Woman, they're still debating if she's been kicked out or not.
I thought she's out. That's what I thought.
She might be. I mean, Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman 3 got canceled, but that doesn't mean they can't use Wonder Woman. But Henry's gone.
Yeah,
because it makes sense because Blue Beetle is supposed to be a little bit more Spider-Man-y, and then you introduce Blue Beetle, and you can get more Teen Titans-y, and they have the successful show.
They can't use Cyborg though.
Yeah, true.
Thanks a lot, Warner Brothers.
They have They have another DC show that's out that's got the Tin Man, the whatever. There's
Doom
another
Patrol.
one. Doom Patrol, yes, which I need to add to my book as we're saying that.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's weirdly good.
It's so good, but I haven't watched the latest season, so. But
that good, mind you. Sorry.
And Brendan Fraser, that was literally his comeback.
Yeah, he said Tim.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. It's Robot Man, but you're not wrong. There are literally Wizard of Oz like themes in the show.
Okay.
So.
My favorite character in Peacemaker is Vigilante.
Vigilante, of course.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's like, I put this mask on. People don't know who I am, but like you sound like him, right? We know it's you. All right, fucking, we get it.
I thought you liked White Devil the most, Raza.
Ha! Fuck you. Okay.
Okay, so positive note. What else we got coming out? We got Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear is coming to theaters near you, Raza.
Yes.
I know of this movie. I'm Elizabeth Banks in it. I'm really high. I like her a lot. I
Looks weird. I'll watch it for jokes, but at home.
Yeah, I'm not paying to see this movie.
Yeah, I'm not paying to see that. And I think that's all I had. Oh, I found a weird one. I found another weird one called Inside. Familiar.
It does sound
with the Green Goblin. With the Green Goblin.
Oh, he's the thief.
William Dafoe, yeah. And he like breaks into an art gallery, but then gets locked inside of it, and then goes
with
insane.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If it's William DeFriend and if he does something weird, I'm down.
Supposedly he does a lot of weird shit. Yeah.
Yeah. From my understanding, the heat keeps going up in the room, and so like he ends up like naked and doing weird stuff like that.
Doesn't go up, by the way. I've not seen what's that? A Born on the 4th of July with Tom Cruise. He's just
that's a great movie, man. Oh my god.
That's another.
I'm surprised you haven't seen that.
I have. Has Bailey?
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's one of the. It's like
maybe when I was younger.
Yeah, it's like it's Tom Cruise, but he's like. It's a very different Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, it's Lieutenant Dan Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
it's like the more version of Forrest Gump.
So I went the opposite way. I thought you guys were gonna go like the goofier way off of the thing. I thought you were gonna say Tower Heist.
Oh God.
Ben Stiller and
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie, I think.
The guy that hit a car and killed 2 people. Ferris Bueller.
Oh,
yeah,
Matthew
Bueller.
Yeah. Bueller.
Apparently,
yeah. You're right.
Movie. That's a springtime. Ferris Bueller's
Big
Day
spring
Off.
movie.
You're bringing up spring movies again for some reason.
All right, well, boys, but Panda, do you have any notes for the audio audience? What are you gonna tell them? Can you get them excited for Movie Madness? What do you have to say?
I've got some good movies in mind, but because I have to figure out what these 2 both haven't seen or haven't seen in a long time, I guess we're going to have a surprise episode when we come back.
Psych. we're not that disorganized. We were actually able to select a film, and what we picked was Promising Young Woman, a 2020 film by the director Emerald Fennel, starring Carey Mulligan and everybody's favorite white boy singer, Bo Burnham. If you want to tune in, we're doing these live streams for the next movie night on February 23rd, and the recorded episode will come out on February 27th. We want to know what you got to think, so come on, come tune in, come hang out, come give us the shit. See you soon.
I don't like this analogy.
I want goldfish now.
I don't like this analogy at all.
Yeah. Just like we're playing Subnautica. That's what I'm aiming for, Raza. That's how
So
we're
we have
gonna
to
continue.
survive down there.
Yeah.
Right.
Survive, and we must become one with the fish, but you can only do that with enough patience. And now this analogy has gone too far.
Yeah. Just
Moby
survive.
Dick.
Thank you guys for watching us. Thank you, Panda, for being a permanent member now.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me here.
Anyways, we have our thing on TikTok, Spotify, Instagram. Where else are we on, Bailey? Where else are we?
We're distracted too much with the dancing. So we got YouTube. We got 2 YouTube channels. We got a primary one that has essays and some of these streams coming out on them, as well as probably this one, the edited version of this, actually, you might see on our main channel. We got a second channel with a bunch of goofy content, a bajillion shorts that will make your eyes bleed. Raza's new editing, Raza's old editing. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it mine? Is it his? Who knows?
It's madness, as the kids say. It's based and it's madness.
But either way, thank you everybody for stopping by. If you've been an audio listener for a while, we appreciate your patience with us. I know we change things up here and there, but we want to bring some variety to you guys as well as keep this interesting for us, because doing a whole news podcast every week is draining when we brokies out here.
I write the script half the time for the news podcast.
This guy does it on a Sunday night, 10 p.m.
Every Sunday,
High as
Monday.
shit.
The day off too. That's why it's half-assed when it comes out.
Puts it on me. All right, internets.